Hey everyone, we'll be live here in just a second. We're going to be going over some of the details from this week's TWAB, some major housekeeping and news updates, including the launch of Transmog, which is crazy. A lot of details for that coming up soon. So you're going to want to be here. Stick around. All right, everybody, there's some major news to talk about today. Some major things you're going to want to be making sure you take care of. We got a lot of stuff to talk about because the TWAB dropped and the news just keeps coming. Another week, another TWAB. We only have one more before Beyond Light, so hopefully you guys are all ready to go. Let's go ahead and kick things off and say hello, everybody. All right. Hello, everybody. That was a quick change, but all right. Welcome, everybody. I hope that you're doing well. There's a lot of crazy stuff to talk about. First of all, today, Luke Smith was on Twitch Gaming. It's actually a channel on Twitch. Go figure, right? They were doing a whole podcast on basically all the updates that are coming out with Beyond Light. If you did not see the trailer, the launch trailer is amazeballs. I was playing some of it before you with no sound because I don't want to get copyright struck. But it's got an amazing version of Paint It Black, which is pretty good considering we're going to be, you know, dealing with the darkness and stuff like that too. So pretty excited about that. A lot of crazy stuff to talk about. So Transmog is going to be in the game. It's not coming at launch with Beyond Light, but it is coming in a future season. They confirmed it today that you do not need to have it in your inventory. So anything that is in your content, in your collections is now usable. So for example, I'm going to come over here, go to Destiny. I'll show you guys what's going on with that. So that means that anything in your collections is doable and usable for the collections, which is a huge step in the right direction. I know I'm excited for that. I've kept a lot of stuff in my vault, specifically armor that I thought I was going to have to keep in my inventory and somehow was going to have to transmog it, like delete the item, because that's kind of how it works in Diablo, right? So as we go into our collections here, you check this out and it's like, yeah, I've got my collections, equipment, armor. So a lot of people, because of armor, look at all this stuff. I know I've collected quite a bit, so a lot of this stuff will be able to be transmogged. So say for example, you really like the Annihilating Helm from Trials Year 1 in Destiny 2, really cool. Any of this stuff will be transmoggable. A lot of the stuff that's going to be going away, a lot of like, I love this particular set. This is one of my favorite sets in the game, the Jinsum set from IO, but it's going away. The cloak from IO, really cool for the hunter. Amazing stuff. If you've got your Midnight Exigent, that's stuff that can be transmogged, so I don't have to go earn that stuff again. I really didn't want to earn that armor again, especially because it wouldn't necessarily progress forward my Reverie Dawn stuff. All of these things. So if you do not have these items in your inventory and you want them to be transmogged, now is the time to go at least collect them so that they're in your collections and so that you can pick them up later on. All right. So those are all things that you're going to need to do, but that is not coming with Beyond Light. That is something that they confirmed a little bit earlier today. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and keep going. So now we've got some major changes that are coming with progression. The start of any Destiny expansion begins with a power climb. So you're usually gonna have to go where we start with the soft cap, and then that's when you'll start having to earn powerful rewards to continue to increase your power. So at that point, you're usually doing more end game activities. You're not just doing story missions or Crucible. After you reach the hard cap, there's the additional 10 power, which everyone knows if they've been playing Destiny, that you earn through pinnacle rewards. So here are the new power caps, everybody. The soft cap is 1,200. The hard cap is 1,250. The pinnacle cap is 1,260, which for those people who've been keeping track, that's the Season of Dawn. That's like the pinnacle piece. For those pieces, those are the final pieces that you can get for that. So I'm excited because I can still use my steel feather repeater, right? When you first log in next season, all of your weapons and armor will be 1050 power or higher. So if you've been like, I really don't want to upgrade my stuff, I've got some 750 stuff in my vault, doesn't matter. It's all going to be 1050 power or higher. So you won't need to worry about that. All new players will also start at 1050 light. Powerful reward changes. This is a big topic for me because I think that a lot of powerful rewards just get thrown at you like candy. So I think that maybe having a little bit of a different path will be better for people. We've heard a lot of the feedback from players for more opportunities to earn powerful rewards from the activities you enjoy most. We have a change coming that will allow you to have a chance to earn powerful rewards from strikes, Gambit, Crucible, and from seasonal drops all the way up until the hard cap. So that's pretty cool. It will still be much quicker to continue to complete all the powerful reward sources each week, but if you just want to play strikes or Crucible matches all day every day, you can continue to earn powerful rewards. It's not very detailed, but it gives you at least a sense of what they're trying to do. We hope this helps you to continue increasing your power during the period when you were still close to the soft cap and may find completing some of the powerful sources like the Ordeal very difficult. So I guess the thing for me is just making sure that it's not easy for people to pop a bunch of bounties and then be at 1260 light. I don't mind that. I think that you should have to play the game and level up. I think that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to play any game. You know, get your stuff taken care of, level up, and everything is good. Speaking of that, tokens and collections, major piece of news here. So Destiny is at its best when you're shooting aliens, getting loot, and becoming more powerful. The gameplay loot breaks down when the best way to increase your power can be standing in the tower handing in tokens. How many times have you guys heard me say that? We're like literally killing gods and stuff like that, and then we're going to like the intergalactic arcade throwing in tokens. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Starting next season, gear received from collections and turning in tokens will have a lower power than in previous seasons. Gear earned through token purchases will be 20 power below your power level, and collection buybacks will be capped at 1050 power. So, pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I'm just going to scoot some stuff around a little bit so I can keep track of where Chad is at. Chad, I'm making sure that I've got this up on the right side. So, let's see. Economy changes because there's going to be some materials that aren't going to be needed. This is important stuff for you to know. You got some Leviathan tokens. It's time to get rid of them, everybody. Some currencies and items have major changes coming with them at the end of this season or in the near future. Here is what to expect when you log in next season. With several destinations going into the DCV, many of you have been wondering what's going to happen to those currencies. The simple answer is that there are no changes to these currencies in the Season of the Hunt, and you can be able to continue to spend them at vendors normally. So normal stuff, give that and turn that stuff in. It's not going to change. However, starting in Season 13, Phase Glass Needles, Alkane Dust, Simulation Seeds, and Seraphite will no longer be accepted by vendors. That includes Spider at that point, except for one thing, Glimmer. For those of you who still have unspent stockpiles at the end of Season of the Hunt, Spider will be kind enough to offer a small Glimmer exchange to take them off your hands, but you'll realize the best value by spending them before that point. So make sure you turn in your stockpile before the end of next season. So for me, yeah, my screen is a little bit of a different size, but I'm going to just show you, chat. I'm going to take you to my vaults. My screen is just a little bit of a different size. But if I look in my inventory right now, I wonder how many of my shards I have. So like I've got all this Seraphite. I've got all these the Phase Glass Needles, all of the Alkane Dust. You want to make sure that you keep the stuff that's EDZ, stuff at the Dreaming City, stuff at the Tangled Shore. You're going to want to keep all that stuff, but everything else can go out the window. You can already see that my Simulation Seed is gone. So you'll want to make sure that you get that taken care of and that you turn those things in. And I'll show you why this is huge, because if you're someone who's been waiting to get materials, this is a great time to do it. This is a great time to trade in those materials and go from there. So let's say, for example, I go to my postmaster. I'm someone who played the crap out of Leviathan, right? So I go over here. I got a lot of stuff I got to delete, by the way. A lot of stuff to delete. Whew. All of these gone. All of, where are my tokens for Leviathan? I may have just deleted them. In fact, I don't even know. Oh no, here they are. Here are all my Emperor Callus tokens. I have over about 2,000 just sitting here. Think about how many legendary shards that is. Think about that. Like, there's so many things you can get for that. So turn in all of those things that you don't need anymore. Okay, chat? All right, so next up, let's see. There are other items that will be removed from your inventory at the end of Season of Arrivals. Some, like faction tokens, have not had a purpose for quite a while, and others, like expired ramen coupons, never really had a purpose but held some sentimental value. We know that it might be hard to part with those, but it's time to let them go. Check out this help article for all the items that will no longer be in your inventory. Holy buckets! There's a lot. I'm not going to read them to you, chat. Do you see this, though? Do you see this, chat? It's time to get rid of these. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff. Now, did they say anything about the Ascendant Lens? They did not say anything about the Ascendant Lens, chat. So if you're someone who's still waiting for the Ascendant Lens and going from there, that's something to think about, okay? So I guess I'm excited because there's a lot of nonsense. Just a lot of nonsense in my postmaster, in my vaults, and on my character. There's a lot of stuff. The 5 of Swords challenge cards going away. I'm trying to think of the big ones. Lost memory fragments, modular reports. Yeah, everything from the vaults. Moats. All the moats are going away, which I'm okay with. But everything is going away. Tokens. Get them out of your inventory as soon as possible. Okay, chap? So, bounties. This is something that they were talking about, and a lot of people were concerned about it, especially in terms of the fact that people are worried about people hoarding bounties and things like that before the launch. Back in late April, we shared some plans on how to tackle the problem of bounty fatigue. We don't want to play a game where all it is turning in bounties. We've made some shifts to seasonal progressions and bounties and reduced their importance on earning seasonal currency and seasonal progress. We're happy with these changes, but still want to continue to improve the bounty system overall. One of the plans we previewed was to eventually replace bounties with a new mechanism to provide players with a set of non-expiring and account-scoped objectives each week that will grant lots of season rank progress, which is the next cool thing, by the way. I'm actually really excited about this. We're still working on that system, and we'll share more on it before its targeted release of Season 13. Season Pass. I am all for all the stuff that's going to be coming here in the Season Pass, because this is stuff we've been asking for a while. The Bright Dust is going to start being included in the Season Pass. So if you are one of those people who want to get, say for example, you're already paying for like seasons and stuff like that, right? You're already paying for the Season Pass. You should have a path to Bright Dust. However, there's one big kerfuffle that I'm seeing right here that I want to address, which I don't like, but we'll talk about it. So basically, we wanted to give you to change the way you earn Bright Dust and move more towards account-specific paths to give players with only one character significantly more Bright Dust than they've been earning over the last year. Here is the high-level look at the changes coming next season. Season Pass free path will now offer 7,500 Bright Dust. Yes. Season Pass own path will now offer 3,000 Bright Dust. Yes. Why not? There's no reason you shouldn't. It's something that you already purchased, right? It's something you already purchased. So you should just be able to get that stuff. You're paying for it, right? So you might as well get it. Weekly bounties will now reward 100 Bright Dust. That is a big L. They should just leave the 200 Bright Dust. Leave it there for the 2 bounties. Just leave it there. There's no reason to mess with that. Why are you taking it away? Now, if you're like, oh, we need to put it, we need to balance. No. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. So I don't think that that's a good idea. I think that they should leave that back and put that back to 200. With these changes, the vast majority of players will be earning more Bright Dust than before. One of our goals here is to not have a system that pushes you to try and grind out every weekly bounty on all 3 characters every single week. I didn't mind, but I also wanted to make sure I have Bright Dust. Whether you're a 3-character player or only play a hunter, Bright Dust will be more available when earning ranks on the season pass. They should make it so that the more you earn afterwards, the more you can keep getting. So like, say for example, every 5 ranks when you do the season pass, you should get a piece of Bright Dust. It shouldn't max out. Now, if they're saying that it's not going to max out, cool. You should just give us Bright Dust for playing the game. That's the way it should be working. People will be incentivized to play the game and buy stuff if you do that. If you don't do that, they're not going to buy stuff. We have more plans on talking about how to improve Bright Dust, and we'll continue monitoring the changes. Spider is going to be going through some changes as well, which is one of the things that I wanted to talk about on the thumbnail here. Spider's no longer going to be selling legendary shards. This exchange was removed mainly because it was not seeing enough use. I don't know about you guys, but when Forsaken came around, I bought a shard from him. I bought 3 shards from him daily if I had the legendary shards to do it daily. So I don't know why they're saying that it's not a thing anymore, particularly when compared with the other exchange offers. Well, that's because people are changing their loot systems and stuff like that. They're trying to get their stuff and move it on over. In place of the legendary shard exchange, Spider is now selling enhancement prisms. These highly valued items come at a cost. 400 legendary shards per prism. That's a lot. And he's stingy with them, so you can only purchase 3 a week. But we wanted to give you, those of you with higher balances, a way to transmute your legendary shards into something a little bit more valuable than planetary materials and upgrade concurrencies. Yeah, but that's a lot. That's a lot of legendary shards. That's no joke. I mean, the only way I could see that is for some reason, maybe you're one of those people that literally has like 100,000. That's 400 is no joke daily. If you think about that, that's 1,200 shards a day. That's too much. I don't know. That seems a lot to me. I don't know about that. Second, we've taken another look at how the enhancement core exchange works, and we've made some changes. The ascending cost mechanism has been removed. I like it. And in its place, Spider will now sell you 5 enhancement cores a day at a fixed price for 30 legendary shards each. Okay, that's not bad. Which, while this does limit the number of cores you can acquire from him each day, we feel a consistent price is a clearer experience with less chance to accidentally spend large quantities of shards. More importantly, it's also cheaper. In the old purchase model, you'd pay 310 legendary shards for 5 enhancement cores. In the new model, you'll only pay 30 shards a piece, which, yeah, that's true. Yep. I'm okay with that. We've been wondering if people are able to equip the Ghost mod Speed Demon with other mods like Guiding Light in the new system, and we have some good news for you. You won't need to. Starting in Beyond Light, all sparrows, both legendary and exotic, will innately summon instantly, even without the Transmat preloader perk. As a result, there is no need for a Ghost mod to impact this functionality, so Speed Demon was not carried forward into the new system. Make it simple. I like it. Now, if they could just address the fact that sparrows apparently have different speeds, that's a thing apparently. Did you know that? If you're already driving around with a sparrow with a Transmat preloader, you can keep using it. It will work just fine. Or you can pull it from collections again and get 2 new perks. Newly created sparrows will no longer roll on Transmat preloader, so you'll have a chance to get yourself an extra perk and still retain that instant summon speed. Hop on that newly instant summoning sparrow and zip on over to check out Spider's new offers. So he's ready and waiting to wrap those 4 greedy arms around some of you with wealth and make you a deal you can't refuse. I see what they did there. Little Godfather going on. Starting in Season of the Hunt, Bright Engrams will now contain all Eververse content from Season 1 to Seasons 3 to 3 seasons prior to the current season. Excuse me. Excluding content from special events like Festival of the Lost, The Dawning. Here are some practical examples. Bright Engrams could contain all content from Seasons 1 through 9. In Season 13, Bright Engrams contain all content Seasons 1 through 10, which I like. They still need to bring back my spare rations. I just want the spare rations ornament that I didn't purchase because I didn't want to buy it, right? As always, you'll be able to open more Bright Engrams. Your chances for earning things you don't own increases. There will be instances of duplicate drops, but the engram will be weighted to grant you things you might be hunting. There's some major news coming up here as well. Some stuff about when Beyond Light launches, when the 14-hour drop happens. It's crazy. So with Beyond Light and update 3.0.0 release on November 10th, some world activities are going to be removed. No joke. These removals are not related to the Destiny content vault, but are some general game updates. Players should complete any activities and quests they have left if they want to claim rewards from them. Flashpoints. Weekly engrams should be claimed before November 10th or they'll be removed. All destination adventures, world quests from year one locations like Enemy of My Enemy, Exodus Black, and data recovery. Along with that, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to make sure you turn in your Gambit Prime bounties. If you want some of the Bright Dust, Gambit Prime is going away. Those bounties are all gone. They're going to just basically like streamline the entire Gambit bounty idea. So you're going to want to make sure you get that taken care of. Inventory item removal. With the start of year 4 and the introduction of the DCV, certain items will be depreciated from character players' inventories. We've actually talked about that before, but just in case if you haven't checked that out, everybody, I'm going to move this over so you can all see what's going on. Again, these are all these things that are going away. So if you haven't used these or you want to put these on something, now is the time. Now is the time to get rid of all that stuff. Braytech schematics, Cade's odds and ends, bounties and quests, adventure tokens. I'm okay with all this stuff because I'm done with almost all of it. So make sure you check there if there's something you're really looking to get or something you want to take care of. Now is the time to do it. This is the big one. This is a big news piece, ladies and gentlemen. On November 9th, Destiny 2 is going to be taken offline for maintenance. So the day before. Maintenance begins at 7 p.m. PST. So that's going to be 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock if you are one of those folks that live on the East Coast. Ending on November 10th at 9 a.m. with the launch of Destiny 2 Beyond Light at update 3.0.0. So for me, that's going to launch at 11 o'clock. For you East Coasters, that's going to be noon directly with the launch. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the launch. Every single time we've had a launch chat, there's always been a kerfuffle. So you may want to block out some extra time because there's always usually a queue of people that have to get in. Maybe they'll solve that. Maybe people can get in right away. But you'll want to make sure that you update your system. It's a huge update and the preloading is going to happen at this time. So you're going to want to make sure that you get as many of the things that you want taken care of before November 9th. For those folks who are on the PlayStation, they've informed people who are PlayStation 4 players that they should receive an email about that. It's been resolved. You should be able to get your codes and things like that right now. With Moments of Triumph and Season of Arrivals coming to a close, players are strongly encouraged to claim and equip the titles in their seals so they can be counted correctly. So for example, if I go over here to my my triumphs and stuff like that, chat, if I go over here, I want to make sure that I actually put this on. Actually equip it, put it on. Do this. Forerunner, put it on. I actually need to make sure that I do that because if you don't do that, you won't actually earn the seal. Okay, so make sure that you've done that for all the things inside of the game. I don't know why that exists in the system that they do, but that's the way they do things, okay? So make sure you physically do that. Okay. And other than that, it's pretty much just check out the Bounty, the Bungie website for the trailer. Some massive news. So you want to make sure you spend all of your consumables. You want to make sure you get rid of all those tokens that are going away if you possibly can. Get rid of those Leviathan tokens. If you want to somehow get like spend the Gambit shards or the Gambit tokens and stuff like that, use them now. Get rid of all your Seraphite. Get rid of all of the other stuff that's on Io, Mars, Mercury, and I think I said Io twice, but Io, the 4 planets, right? Get rid of those. Check out the Vidoc. It's amazeballs. I'm really excited for it. Like, I'm just telling you, chat, like it's such a good trailer. I mean, this is the Vidoc, and like something that's interesting too, that's actually going to be a good point for everyone, is that unlike the prior seasons, the seasonal content is going to stay through the entire year. So unlike Shadowkeep, like where it was Season of the Undying and then like all that stuff went away, like it's going to stick around. So theoretically, imagine this: Season of the Undying happening at the same time as Season of the Dawn, And then Season of the Almighty. Well, let's forget Season of Almighty. let's just forget that one. And then Season of Arrivals. Like, imagine being able to do all of the things inside of the game for that at the same time. Like, you have that potential to do that. So very cool. Of course, check out the calendar if you haven't done so. I'm really excited. This is, like, I was talking to a couple people last night in stream about this, was the fact that when Beyond Light launches, I think the Shadowkeep was essentially marking time for this moment. I feel like this is the content we've been waiting for. New locations. To be fair, really, this is the first time in 2 years that we've had a brand new location. The moon wasn't really a new location. There were a couple of spots that were like, yeah, somewhat different, but we really didn't get to explore a whole lot, right? This is the first time where we're going to get like a massive drop of content. Not maybe as big as Forsaken, but nearly as big. So I'm really excited. I hope that you are too. Folks, I am doing more Zero Hour helps. I know that there's a lot of people that need them. I am on Xbox and PC, PlayStation 4, folks. I'm sorry I can't help you out. I do not own a PlayStation 4 anymore. We're going to go over to Twitch here right now. I'm going to do a soundtrack giveaway, an emblem giveaway. And so you folks are going to want to come on over there, say hello. We'll continue talking about this, get all of your folks' feelings on the TWAB. So that's over at twitch.tv/manodester777. We'll spam that in chat in just a minute. And if you need help, make sure you check in with me. We'll do as much as we can, get as many of you your stuff before Beyond Light launches. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm excited to make content for you. I'm excited that Beyond Light's going to be happening. It's just amazing. Should I not grind power out? There's really no reason to now, because you're going to be at 1050 light. So, I mean, that's pretty much where you're going to want to be. So, guys, head over to twitch.tv/manodester777. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream out with the trailer. You guys check that out. It's pretty amazing. So we'll see you over there. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Come on over. Let's say hi. See you next time.
I keep fighting with each living breath.